So what we have here is the brand new DeepTech Vista Go gain that runs at 30 kHz. Now the machine comes with separate gain and sensitivity, allows you to settle the machine down in more varied conditions, especially in mineralized ground. Now I was going to show you a field demonstration, but unfortunately the snow has covered the land, so for now I will show you a few indoor tests. So on this first test we have a little Roman coin. You can place it on the tip of your finger more or less, or balance it on the tip of your finger. And we're going to place it at various depths in the test bed. Now with these tests, you need to take them with a pinch of salt, because outside in the real world, the ground conditions vary. So you never know exactly what you're going to get. Your land may alter completely different to what you see here. Now I've just took the coil off to one side and it's dropping off the ground balance zone. Anyway, the coin is now at 6 inches. And we get a nice good audio response. Now we're placing it down at 8 inches and we still get a nice good audio response. Now this next one at 10 inches is a little more tricky, and it's where you need a machine to be running stable. You don't want to be chasing ghost signals and digging empty holes. It's just getting it. Would you dig it? Maybe with headphones on you would investigate, especially on a quiet field. As you can see, it does very well on that little coin. So what we have here is a rusty crusty now of good size, and we're going to be placing it at 4 inches alongside the little Roman we had in the last test. Now with this test I just carried on with the same settings as I did before. To be honest, I would have got a better audio response on this if I reduced its sensitivity and gain. You don't need to run full sensitivity and gain when working around the iron. So there's the iron on its own, as you can hear. And now we will place the little Roman coin. As you can hear, we get that little Roman coin, with nice audio up against the nail. Now I'll reduce the iron audio itself, so you just get the coin, the good audio. So in this next test, we have a little silvered hammer coin, and it's the coin that I found yesterday in the snow. That was roughly about 4 to 5 inches under the soil, and the coil was sweeping about 6 inches on top of the snow. And it still gave a nice diggable signal. So at 6 inches we get a nice strong audio response. Now we place the coin down at 8 inches. Once again we get a nice audio response from such a little coin. I was literally over the moon to see this coin come up, especially in the snow. Didn't expect it. Found a few little bits and bobs, a lot of lead like I normally do on my outings, but to see this nice little coin come up, as you'll see in a minute, nice detail on it, and that came up roughly about 4 to 5 inches under the soil. So I'll just quickly show you here that a good response you will get from a larger silver hammered coin. I'll just automatically place it down at 8 inches so you can hear the audio. And as you can hear, a nice, a very strong audio response. Now what we have here is a nice fair size buckle, and I'm going to literally place this right under the test bed. So you're looking roughly about 12 inches down. If I went on a level plane with 10 inches, you would see you're down a further 2 inches than that. And we go over and we hear the audio response we get on a nice sized buckle. As you can hear, we get a nice strong audio response. I wouldn't expect anything less from that size item anyway. So on this next test, we have a little silver piece I found. You can literally balance this on the end of your little finger with room to spare. We'll place it at 4 inches first and you'll hear the audio response. As you can hear, nice clean audio. That's the good thing about the 30 kHz, it really is sharp on the small stuff, or the tiny stuff I should say. Now we place it 6 inches. Now we're getting a slight iron tone. So what I will do now is actually reduce the iron audio, so you hear the good target come through on its own. And that is a signal you definitely dig, so a good response at 6 inches. So for this next test we are using a highly mineralized brick, as you can hear by the pinpointer, and I'm going to show you in this test the importance of running a low gain in highly mineralized ground. As you can hear, I've got the machine fairly well ground balanced, or ground balanced enough for acceptable level to detect on highly mineralized surfaces. As you can see, we have the gain set at low. Very little audio response coming back from that highly mineralized brick. So we have a little cut half here, cut half hammered, and we'll place it under the highly mineralized brick so you can hear the audio response. It's quite hard to see through that brick, as I said, very highly mineralized as it says on the brick. Low gain, we get a nice clean audio response. Now I will place the gain to full and you'll hear the difference. As you can hear, now we're really picking up the actual brick and it's giving us a lot of audio feedback unnecessarily. And as you can hear, you're overblasting the brick with power, and when there's no need to. You really want to have a low gain when running mineralized ground to get that good, smooth, nice clean audio. It's just like running a car with high beam in the fog. It just blurs everything, so you put it on a normal beam. So now we move on to the rusty crusty screw test. Nice big screws that are very crusty and very rusty. So this test, the machine has to recover from hearing the iron or detecting the iron, then it has to detect the coin, then back to the iron. So it's how quick it's swapping audio. And as you can hear, it's swapping audio rather rapid. Now that is a not bad sized coin, but as you can hear, we can really wave the coil fast over the coin and we're still detecting it. Now we're raising the coil, we're still getting that target amongst that iron. That was a fairly easy test. Now we reduce that to a smaller hammered coin, and the hammered coin is the one I found in the snow yesterday. So that's the same coin that I used in the first test. Now that's a lot harder to see amongst them nails. Them nails are of good size, as you saw in my hand, or screws I should say. As you can hear, we're still getting that tiny little hammered coin. When working around the iron, you don't want to be swinging fast. There's no need. Give the machine the best chance possible and you're going to give yourself a better chance of finding the nice items. Even with the iron audio down low, it brings out that coin even better. Nice and slow, the way you should go around iron. So on this final test, I'm just going to do one nail and one little coin, the same coin I used in the same test. Just little silver hammered. As you can hear, it gets that coin just lovely. I've done this test in case anyone thinks the last test was a trick and easier to do, so I thought I'd just place the one nail down or screw and do it against the same little hammered coin. And as you see, we get the nice same audio response, even both ways.